So, you may be thinking, is this game just a reprint of all the other COD games, just with a little bit of extra customizations here and there? Well, you're basically correct. They've only really added in a couple of new things and ripped off Battlefield. Now, if you've played any of the other COD games, you may be familiar with Ground War. Well, in this game, Ground War is just a shameless rip-off of Battlefield and its franchise as a direct competitor towards it to knock it off the market. But, I mean, I ain't complaining. I love Battlefield. Despite Ground War being a shameless ripoff, it does have some unique properties to the game, like Gunfight, the new game mode they've added, which is just 2v2. So, I mean, you could just say they've ripped off other games which has 2v2, but I mean, everyone's ripping off each other nowadays. In the new Gunfight mode, you and your mate, or some random, depending on if you have friends or not, fight to the death with two other guys, and with a changing roster of weapons each 2 rounds, it is a very intense battle. Yes, intense. Another new feature they've added in is building. Yeah, you can build in this game. Crank some 90s, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just kidding. There's no building in this game. That would be ridiculous. Luckily, there's no specialists in this game, though. They've got this new thing called field upgrades, which help you out, I guess. I mean, you could say that. They're just these little things that are basically specialist abilities, but less OP, so no one complained. Now, the game just came out, so I can't say there's no supply drops. They're probably going to sneak them in, because, you know, it's Activision. It's cash money cause. Yeah, well, there's no supply drops currently in the game, and the only sort of upgrades you can get, and cosmetics, are from missions, which are actually kind of fun, I guess. But in all seriousness, the game is actually good. It kind of gives you nostalgia vibes from the old Modern Warfare games. It feels the same, but extremely remastered. But I mean, last remaster of the Modern Warfare games they had, there was supply drops, so I'm hoping that doesn't happen, man. Now, surprisingly, the weapons in this game are pretty balanced, except for the 725 sniper shotgun. When I say sniper shotgun, I mean literally. You can snipe someone from one side of the map to the other with this gun, one shot kill, which is pretty fucking annoying. But at least they've tried to patch it, but I mean, they can't, because they're a bunch of numbskull brain idiots. But despite the sniper shotgun and all the other weaponry, there's now these XP tokens, or XD tokens I like to call them, which you unlock from campaign and doing challenges in campaign. And when you complete a mission in campaign from the challenges, you get one of these XP tokens. And they can range from an hour to, don't know, fucking 5 minutes. And you chuck one on, you get double XP for either weapons, double weapon XP, or double normal XP, whichever one you fancy. Anyway, there's also, when it comes to weapon XP and unlocking your weapons, you unlock attachments, but there's an excessive amount of attachments in this game. Most of them aren't even needed. Like, there's about 40 scopes for every gun, which I don't see the point of, because all I need is a red dot sight and then I'm set. But, I mean, there's also a large variety of game modes in this new Modern Warfare, which, I mean, there's no gun game though, so I'm still kind of cut. But all maps are decent, at least. That's the upside, but Piccadilly. Fucking Piccadilly. Oh, yeah, just buy the game, spend your hard-earned cash on the game, and play Piccadilly, and then you know what I mean. Time to talk about the campaign. I mean, first thing I have to say about this campaign is that it does not feel like you're playing any sort of Call of Duty game. First off, you can tell it's not any sort of exosuit jump and shit, but you'd think they'd try and make it sort of like the other Modern Warfare games, but it just doesn't feel the same, mainly because they try to make it a lot more tactical. Basically, if someone told me that I was playing the Battlefield campaign, I would believe them. It feels like Battlefield, I'm telling you. And despite it being a COD game, a Modern Warfare game, there's no ski mission where you go down on skis. I know that was only in Modern Warfare 2, but I mean, I fucking love that mission. We go down on jet skis. Oh, not jet skis, they're in the water. Ice skis, whatever they're called, with the pistol. That mission was fucking great. I love that. Where's that in this? But another downside is that the campaign is a lot shorter than the other ones. Like, I completed it in 6 hours, and that's not even rushing through it, so it's it's not that good. And they, at the end of the campaign, without spoiling any of it, you find out that it's just a plug towards their Spec Ops mode, which has one Spec Ops mission in it anyway. So like, just have to wait till they add more, and even if they add more, you're probably gonna have to pay. So that was a bit of a disappointment. So yeah, that's basically how the campaign went down, and that's basically it. Yeah, that's my whole review. Oh wow, I'm done with my review. That's gnarly. My review's done. Adios.